Chapter 5. The Gathering Storm. Far above the Earth, aboard the orbiting space station Swordpoint, Nick Fury stared at the monitors, his single eye narrowing. "Run that again," he ordered. On screen, energy readings fluctuated like an erratic heartbeat. A surge of demonic signatures in Los Angeles. A rift in Latveria. Now both converging, creating a spike Fury hadn't seen since the last time Dormammu threatened reality. "Get me Captain Marvel," Fury barked. "And call Strange. Hell, call everybody." In New York City, within the floating Sanctum Sanctorum, Dr. Stephen Strange felt the rupture before Wong even spoke. "The ley lines are convulsing," Wong warned, scanning an ancient tome. "It's doom." Strange frowned. "He's always meddling, but this feels different." Wanda Maximoff appeared beside them, her presence shadowy, energy crackling at her fingertips. "I sense death. Not human death. Something older." Strange sighed. "Then we move." Chapter 6. Into the Abyss. Back in the hills outside Los Angeles, Doom and Ghost Rider stood side by side before a newly formed fissure in the earth. Demonic faces writhed in the shadows below, clawing at the edges of the rift. "The Hellmouth is awakening," Doom intoned. "Once opened fully, its power will fuel my Nexus engine." "You said we'd stop the demons," Ghost Rider growled. "We will. By harnessing them." Before Ghost Rider could object, the wind howled. A boom echoed from above as a beam of golden light crashed to the ground nearby, sending up a cloud of dust. From it emerged Captain Marvel, radiant and furious. "You two picked the wrong planet," she snapped. A blur of red and blue followed, Spider-Man landing beside her. "You know, Doom, if I had $1 for every time you tried this." Blade emerged from the shadows, his sword gleaming. "Whatever's coming outta that hole dies." And then a portal spun into being, through which stepped Dr. Strange, Wanda Maximoff, and Iron Man, the latter's armor gleaming with fresh upgrades. "Doom," Strange called. "You'll seal that rift. Or I'll seal it with your corpse." Doom's chuckle echoed. "Such bravado. You bring half your roster, and still you'll fall." Ghost Rider's flames intensified. "I told you, Doom, I won't let hell spill over." "You've already made your choice," Doom replied calmly. "And it's far too late." The ground shook. From the fissure rose a towering demon, Urzarax, Lord of the Wastes. Its horned visage leered down at them. The battle began. Chapter 7. Clash of Fire and Fury. Iron Man unleashed a barrage of missiles, their payloads enchanted by Strange. They struck Urzarax's hide, leaving only scorch marks. The demon swatted at them like flies. Ghost Rider flung his chain, wrapping it around the demon's arm and yanking it aside. The demon bellowed in rage. Blade leapt in, slicing through minor hellspawn that crawled from the fissure. "I swear, I live for this crazy demon dollar hashtag. Star." Captain Marvel streaked upward, a beam of photonic energy piercing Urzarax's eye, making the beast stagger. Doom stood unmoving, incanting ancient words, symbols swirling around his armored frame. "Enough," he boomed, raising his gauntlets. A green wave of eldritch fire erupted, throwing the heroes back. "Your petty alliance cannot stop me," Doom declared. "I am inevitable." "Yeah," Thanos called. "He wants his catchphrase back," Spider-Man quipped as he fired a webline to swing back in. Ghost Rider, snarling, turned on Doom. "I warned you. No one uses me." The spirit of vengeance lashed his chain at Doom, but it halted mid-air, caught in a field of shimmering energy. "You serve the flame," Doom countered. "And I command it." But something unexpected happened. Ghost Rider's fire burned brighter, warping from orange to deep blue. A voice spoke within him, not Mephisto, but a deeper, older power. "Vengeance is not servitude. It is absolution." The chain shattered Doom's barrier. Chapter 8. Doom's Last Gambit. Staggering, Doom snarled behind his mask. "Fool! Without my Nexus engine, your world will drown in infernal blood." Iron Man regrouped with the others. "Anyone else feel like this got personal between those two?" Tony asked. "Focus," Strange ordered, hurling a binding spell that ensnared Doom's legs. Wanda flanked Doom from the other side, her eyes glowing crimson. You messed with the wrong plane, Victor. Doom fought to free himself, but Ghost Rider stepped forward. I came to claim souls, Ghost Rider growled. And yours is long overdue. The spirit of vengeance's chain wrapped around Doom, tightening with supernatural force. Doom's armor sparked under the strain. But just as Ghost Rider prepared to deliver his penance stare, Doom activated a hidden rune on his gauntlet. A blinding light enveloped him, and in an instant, he was gone. Teleportation spell, Strange hissed. Coward! The fissure began to collapse, Urzarax roaring as the gateway sealed. Captain Marvel hovered above. Is it over? No, Strange said darkly. He'll be back. And next time, he won't come alone. Ghost Rider stared into the empty night, his flames flickering. For the first time in centuries, he'd made a choice. And the war was only beginning. Chapter 1. The Devil's Ride. The streets of Los Angeles burned in hues of red and orange, not from the neon lights or smog-choked sunsets, but from the searing fire of vengeance. Johnny Blaze gripped the handlebars of his hell-cycle, the tires leaving a streak of molten flame in their wake. The city skyline blurred as he sped through an alleyway, chasing a soul that had escaped damnation one too many times. His skull, engulfed in ethereal fire, turned sharply as his quarry ducked into a crumbling warehouse on Sunset Boulevard. The building was a relic from a bygone age, forgotten, decayed, and now his hunting ground. Ghost Rider kicked down the rusted metal door. It exploded inward with a burst of hellfire. A scream echoed. A man cowered, face streaked with grime and blood. He stammered, I didn't mean to. I didn't know she was a kid. The spirit of vengeance said nothing. His chain uncoiled like a serpent from his jacket, wrapping around the man's torso. The scent of scorched flesh filled the air as Ghost Rider's hollow sockets burned brighter. Look into my eyes, Ghost Rider rasped. The man's pupils dilated, his body stiffened as memories. Every sin, every betrayal, every drop of innocent blood spilled, rose to the surface. A scream cut through the night. And then, silence. Ghost Rider left the warehouse as it crumbled behind him, the cries of the damned swallowed by the night wind. But even in his relentless duty, something gnawed at him. The fabric between realms felt thinner lately, the air charged with whispers from beyond. A storm was coming, and its name was Doom. Chapter 2. The Monarch Returns. Half a world away, in the war-scarred land of Latveria, the towering spires of Castle Doom reached for a storm-tossed sky. The citizens dared not look toward it, for it was said their sovereign had ventured beyond the mortal veil and returned, changed. Inside the obsidian-clad throne room, Victor Von Doom stood before a mirror of obsidian, its surface shimmering with unnatural hues. His armor, once gleaming, now bore markings etched in ancient runes, pulsing with otherworldly energy. His journey had taken him to the nether realms, through dimensions where mortals perished by thought alone. There, Doom had sought an audience with powers long banished from the earthly plane. From them, he had bargained and stolen the essence of ancient demons, wielding it not as a servant, but as a master. He now carried with him a power older than gods and darker than death itself. My preparations are complete, Doom intoned, his voice echoing through the chamber. The old gods slumber, and the Sorcerer Supreme will not foresee this until it is far too late. An aide entered, trembling. My lord, the portal, it is stable. Doom turned, eyes gleaming behind his mask. Then the time has come. Chapter 3. Portents in the Flames. Back in Los Angeles, Ghost Rider pulled into an abandoned churchyard on the outskirts of the city. He dismounted, flames licking at the night air as he surveyed the horizon. A disturbance rippled through the atmosphere, subtle but unmistakable to a being attuned to the supernatural. A portal shimmered above the distant mountains, visible only to eyes unclouded by mortal sight. A figure stepped through, tall, armored, cloaked in emerald and darkness. Doom. The ground around him seared black as his boots touched the earth. The portal closed behind him with a hiss of otherworldly static. Ghost Rider mounted his bike, Hellfire engine growling. Name yourself, he demanded. Victor Doom extended a gauntlet hand. I am Doom, and I have no quarrel with you. Yet. Then turn around, sorcerer, Ghost Rider snarled, his chain uncoiling. I don't care for what you're planning, but I'll send you back to whatever hole spat you out." Doom chuckled, a sound like metal grinding on bone. "You misunderstand, Rider. I do not come to fight you. I come to offer you freedom." The flames flickered. The rider paused. "I offer you the chance to no longer be the devil's errand boy. Together, we could tear down the gates of hell itself. Claim its power. Rewrite the balance." Ghost Rider's grip tightened on his chain. "And then what? Rule the world? Doom the innocent?" Doom's voice was cold. "I do not seek to rule innocence. Only to reshape a broken world that let men like Mephisto and the elders of the universe prey upon it. You think you're any better? I think I offer you a choice you've never had." For the first time in centuries, the spirit of vengeance hesitated. Chapter 4. The Pact. Lightning struck the nearby hills. The earth trembled. Doom extended a scroll of ancient parchment. Symbols crawled across it like living things. "This," Doom said, "is a binding pact. Between us, no demon may hold sway. Together, we can chain them. Force them to answer for their crimes." Ghost Rider stared at the parchment. His flame dimmed, flickering. And for the first time, a thought entered his mind. Could vengeance be free of hell's leash? "I'll ride with you," Ghost Rider growled, gripping the parchment. "For now." Doom's smile was hidden, but his satisfaction radiated like a dark sun. "Then let the heavens tremble. For Doom and Death ride as one." To be continued.